What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome to Feathered Libra Tarot, where it is Libra here all the time, and it doesn't matter where it's at in your chart. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, your donations of love, your requests for reads, and all of that fun stuff. Let's get into a reading. We're going to do a deep dive, you versus them, the person on your mind, see what's going on. Well, let's jump into the reading screen, shall we? I hope you're all doing well. If you're here during the live, thumbs up, click the live chat button down below, and don't forget to check out the description box. It's renewed, refreshed, and I've got other cool stuff down there for you. For those of you that are interested in mentorship, group coaching, and also a course on or a class on how to honor your feelings so that you can improve your relationships with yourself and others. Links are in the description. What am I doing here? Oh yeah. I'm working here. All right. I make sure everything is good on my end, and we'll get into it. What's up, Mary, baby? How you doing? Good morning, beautiful to you. Good morning, beautiful to you. Okay. Why? I'm crooked here. Whatever. We're gonna go with it. Okay. Fred. Ooh. Santa Muerte. We're gonna play with some skeletons today. We're gonna open up Pandora's box with this, I guess. You versus them. All right, Libras, let's see what's going on. Give me just a sec. Hey, everybody in the shadows, hanging out in there, just watching. All right, let's see. This person is impatient. This person's a little impatient. I don't know if you haven't been communicating with this person or what happened here. We'll go into it a little bit deeper, but this person's a little bit impatient. This person's got some really impatient energy, bookending. Could be dealing with Sagittarius, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. All right. Tell me why this person is so impatient. Because nothing is happening. Things are stalled right now. Too many cards. Things are stalled right now. This person is like, okay. They may not have enough information about you. This could be a newer person. Could possibly be a returning person. But what is this person? You're not communicating with this person. Okay. So I am pulling on Libras who are dealing with a situation where you may have dealt with somebody who you just weren't blending cups with. This could be a newer person, possibly. No, this person is past person. This is a person you have history with. Yeah, this is a person you have history with and you're not in communication. Okay, so this person, and what I'm pulling on, Libras, is a situation with somebody that you have history with, okay? They're I'm going to say they're impatient because there hasn't been communication. Maybe you severed ties with this person. It's like ghost town. It's been quiet. They feel like you're keeping secrets from them. And they may even feel like you are on a new journey or with somebody new. This does not make them happy. As a matter of fact, it drives them crazy. Okay? So, nothing is happening here. The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, which says, I'm not sure if there's a karmic cycle still left open here. We're going to dig a little deeper. But I feel like this person they want to know whether or not you're dealing with somebody else, whether you're hiding somebody else. And this is a situation where either you're not communicating well, or they feel like they need more information. Like what? I mean, I really feel like this is somebody you have history with. If it's a new person, there's an impatience here, and there's a sense of, I'm going to say, if it's a new person, it's almost as if they're impatiently, they want to know something. They got to know something. There's something they got to know. Now, you could be at a distance. There could be an emotional distance here. There's no heart-to-heart communications happening. There's a lot of silence. Maybe this is somebody you haven't really gotten to know very well. And, but this is somebody who's missing you. It's all good stuff at the bottom of the deck. That's why I'm saying I feel like most of you were dealing with somebody who you have history with, because the Five of Cups can say that they're missing you, they have some regrets and things like that. But I think this person has a lot more going on underneath the surface than you realize, whoever this is. Now we've got strong Pisces, again, strong Sagittarius, Aries, Aquarius. What I mean by this person has something more going on underneath the surface is that I feel like they're hiding something. And what they're hiding is the fact that they have feelings for you. And they want to either renew this or take a leap of faith in this. That's possibly why they're hesitating, or why they want to communicate. Okay, let's see. Okay, Fred. Oh, God. The reason why this person is wanting to know more, they feel like you're keeping something, that you're hiding some sort of information from them, is because they have gone through, oh shit. Oh boy. This is three of Swords and 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So they have gone through a lot of heartache in relationships, family relationships, long-term situations. I do not like this Three of Swords. Like, this person has been, let me put it lightly for you, this person has been fucked over royally in relationships. Look at that Three Swords. That is somebody who is sitting on the other person's head, keeping their head down while stabbing them in the back through the heart with two swords. That's brutality, y'all. This person has been dealt some heavy shit. And it's like, look, they're holding on to the sword, the other sword. They've got the other sword in their hands. Like, I'm just trying to get information here. I I just want to know. I just need to know more information. And it's like holding the head. It's, oh, that's a brutal scenario. That's a brutal situation, but it's in regards to long-term situations that did not work out. You talk about 10 of Pentacles in reverse. That's relationships and marriages that did not go the distance, that didn't foster or nurture long-term stability, and they could have gone through a divorce or something like that. For those of you that are dealing with this situation and this is your story, and you're not communicating with this person, I'm just going to tell you right now, doesn't want to reconcile. If you are dealing with a situation with a person who is not trying to blend cups with you, I feel like you have severed ties with this person. You are in no communication with this person. This person has moved on. Okay? And if you were to possibly try and communicate with this person, I would just leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Michelle? You shouldn't have two on your mind. What are you doing? You should know what you want when you want it. Good morning, Voodoo. That's a brutal Three of Swords, isn't it? Kimmy D, baby. There's my sunshine. Oh, yeah, just what I needed this morning. Moving on and moving up, baby. Hey, you know where we are, baby. At the time, we at that place, you know. This is I'm gonna have to stop right here and say, if you have been dealing with a situation, let's talk about this as if this is a person who you were married to or in a long-term situation with. You were investing with this person. This person was a lying son of a, and they dealt you a heavy blow. That's all. And it's like, oh, let me just sit back here and work the gears, like, let me just keep stabbing you in the back. Let me just keep, it's like, if this is a situation where you are not talking to this person, this is a situation, if you have history with this person, you are not in communication. And I got two stories. I got a new person and then I got a past person where there was no communication. You know they were keeping things from you. You know they were a liar and a deceiver. You know that they were dishonest with you. And this is what hurt. Some of you, they may have been dealing with somebody from the past. That's not all of you. But this was a karmic situation. You had a lot to learn from that situation now, didn't you? Didn't I blow your mind this time? Didn't I? Yeah, one blow too many. Fuck off. If you're dealing with this situation now and you've dealt with this person for a long time, some of you may need some therapy. I'm serious. Some of you may need counseling. Well, there hasn't been any kind of reciprocation. There hasn't been any kind of heartfelt communication. It's not, you're either not communicating or this person is a liar. 'Cause I'm a liar, yeah. Henry Rollins. 'Cause this person is a liar to their core. I don't know how they approached you. I don't know if they sung you a sweet song of long term. I don't know if you were married. I don't know what they did. But they were deceptive as F. Ace of Swords in reverse. You probably will never hear from this person again. And if you do, it ain't gonna be nothing but a song and fucking dance again. Oh, look. It's time to release the devil. Libra, this is on you to release this person. It's on you to release this person. It's on you to sever ties from this person. It's on you. I don't know why my cards are upwards, downwards. We're going to see what the hell's going on. It's on you, and I'll tell you why in just a second. Because some of you are wanting to take a leap of faith. You're wanting to start this again. Some of you are waiting for this person to rekindle and work things out. And let's be friends and let's go out and let's do this thing. We're going to have to talk. We're going to have a talk here in just a second. I got to figure out what the hell's going on with my deck first. But this person had a big ass ego, didn't they? Thought that they could treat you any fucking way they wanted to. Listen, I'm going to tell you the way that I talk the way I talk. I feel it. I'm going to say it. It's an 18 and up show. You know, it is what it is. If you don't like my vibe, cool. But the people that need it, this is intense. What's up, Julia, baby? Shady AF. Yes. Oh, man. He showed up last night. This is the same one from the other day. Are we talking about the same one? He gonna show up last night. Listen, I gotta stop this. I gotta pause on this real quick. Julie, you're gonna say he showed up last night, late AF, and I told him to leave. Hurt, but I had to. This the same individual that told this lady, this woman, this female, this beauty over here, as are we all, that she needed to be with somebody else. That kind of confusion confuses the shit out of you. Look at the Three of Swords. Here, hold my sword, and while you're polishing or holding my sword, I'm going to sit on the back of your head and drive swords through your heart, through your back. It's a backstabbing bitch right there. That's a painful story. That's a painful situation. And it's on you to release this and sever ties. Now, and to be honest with you, it's not always easy, especially if you've been in a toxic situation, because there can be trauma bonding. And you may just have been so used to being treated a certain way. A dirty deal is a dirty deal. And we can get, our ego can say, no, try and make it better. Try and make it better. Try and make it better. And we want to balance the scales and we want to make it better for everybody. But in the end, it ends up hurting us. Brutality. Hurting us. And look at this person's face. Like, look at me. I want to get you. I do not like this card. That is an intensely horrible story right there. You understand what I'm saying to you? I get your pain. If this is a past story, I'm really getting more past in this than anything. But here's the deal, okay? When you were let me throw this on you first. When you were watching about love situationships or love and relationships of all kinds, watch your phone. It's about to go off. Sun, moon, rising, 7th house, and Venus signs. Go get you a free chart on Astro Cafe and find out what signs are in those aspects of your chart. Your sun, your moon, your rising, your 7th house, and your Venus. Okay? Especially in relationships. The reason why I say that is because a lot of times if we watch our sun sign, it actually shows up more past energy than it does current energy. If for me, I have Leo moon, Leo rising, but I am Libra sun. This is stuff that's happened to me years ago sometimes. But usually my Leo readings are spot on for me in the moment. And then in regards to love and relationships, my Venus is in Virgo. That's usually right on point too. So try and look at other aspects. If you feel like this is like the same story all the time, you've already moved past this, try looking at other readings in other aspects of your chart, okay? It may fill in the gaps and kind of give you a broader picture. And then I have my main channel at Get Feathered. I read for all signs, and I do deep dives over there. So go check those out. Those are timeless, of course. All tarot is timeless. If you feel drawn to it, it's for you. Some of you are not quite yet ready to break free from this kind of situation. But I'm going to say that in these situations where there was toxicity, there was possibly a very it's heavy. These kinds of connections usually are intensely sexual, and they're intensely chemistry, sexual attraction, that kind of thing. And that kind of like keeps you coming back. Oh, I think that they love me because I feel like this. And sex is not love. You have to know the difference. You also have to be able to recognize toxic connections and unhealthy dynamics. You have to know when a red flag is a red flag. You got to be able to get away from relationships before they get started, or even during. If it's an absolute no and it's a deal breaker, you got to go, So breaking ties from this, because there has been injustice here. There's a total imbalance here in the energies. You are not in alignment with this person anymore. What does that mean? That just means that you are no longer on the same street wanting the same things. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. It just means, wow. There would have been so much wow. What I'm wondering is why the Wheel of Fortune. Like you may be feeling it's on you to sever ties with this and to cut the ties here. Okay. Yeah, I hear you, ZB. ZB says time to move on. It's Libra's decision, and it's up to you to cut ties with this. Because Libra is the one that's out of balance here. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Libra. It doesn't have to be, but Libra is the one out of balance here and not learning the lesson and needs to cut ties with this or release this toxicity or this unhealthy dynamic, okay? Because Libra isn't moving on. Libra's not learning a specific lesson that would close out this cycle. I believe this is a very toxic or unhealthy dynamic. I believe it because of the way the Three of Swords is showing up. This person knows. This person knows that they hurt you. This person knowingly hurt you. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? This person knowingly hurt you. With the Three of Swords like this, and look at the face. It's like they smiled. It's almost like they smiled in your face, but they stabbed you in the back. As soon as your back was turned, they stabbed you in the back, and they would be smiling behind your back the whole time. Haha, bitch. I don't like that. Nor do I like the fact that the Knight of Swords is in reverse. Nor do I like the fact that the Ace of Swords is in reverse. This is somebody who needs some healing. And I'm going to tell you, when the devil is out here, that means there has been a toxic dynamic here. Very unhealthy. Happy about it. Didn't that look like that? That's not a great card. So for those of you that are still dealing with this situation, or this is a situation that is really fresh, you are not ready for a new relationship just yet. I just want you to know. Because there is definitely a Six Swords here in reverse, and the Libra is out of balance here. The Libra, it's on you to sever ties with this, to learn a lesson from this, and to leave this in the past for once and all. Okay, for those of you that have already dealt this situation and you are ready for new love and dating, there's still something that's left open here. And I'm going to look into that because I don't want to see this bullshit again. You understand? Some of you, it may take you a couple more months before you... I would suggest if you've dealt with this recently, you give yourself some space and you stay by yourself and you do some healing, perhaps go to BetterHelp or seek a counselor or therapist, because that kind of stuff can be, this could have been a very toxic or unhealthy, abusive relationship. And some of you may need a mental health professional to assist you in moving on. You understand? That's not for everybody. But I think in this situation, this person was very deceptive and they kept a lot from you. And I feel like they knew that they were doing it. But for some reason, this person, it's almost like, I hope that this is not the case, but for somebody, you needed to hear this. I've been in situations like this, and it's very toxic. It's very unhealthy. This is major red flaggage right here. It's like they may say it to you, or it may be implied. It's almost as if they don't want you, but they don't want anyone else to have you. This is pretty negative, y'all. If a person is not adult enough to say, I appreciate you, I love you, thank you for your time, maybe we can stay friends or whatever, but I want you to be happy. But in all honesty, they may have said shit like that, but I don't think so. I think this would have been more of a, they may have said stuff like that to you in your face, all flowery and nice, but truly behind your back, I think this person was like working against you. This is nasty. ZB says, I'm learning I'd rather be alone than unhappy. That's right. I'd rather be alone, single, and free. That's how we manifest better. Thank you, universe. Thanks, Fred. There ain't nothing wrong with being alone and being happy. I'd rather be alone, single, and free. Independent, single, and free, baby, than dealing with this kind of shit. This is shady. Yes, it is. The moon's out here now. There's the lies. There's the Ace of Cups reversed. There's the Seven of Wands, battles, arguments, defensiveness. The Queen of Cups is in reverse. This is so negative. This is so negative. I got to get it. I knew when the skeletons were coming out here. I told you we were about to pull some skeletons out of the closet. I knew we were about to find something out. Okay. So for some of you, yes, this person has moved on to a new person. How do I know? Because it falls over the Page of Pentacles. It was one of my previous questions. And the Chariot is here, which says they have left you in the dust and they've moved on. But they're looking for something new. That's for sure. They may be in another relationship. They may have already started a new relationship, but they're headed towards something new. Do you think they're going to try and repair this? No. This is a person who has moved on, jovial joker. They've just full-lasted on over to partying and drinking and socializing and moving on to mixing and mingling and dating again. This person is not carrying any. This is not a person who is carrying any remorse. That Five of Cups was yours. I'm gonna promise you right here. In this situation, you may have even been blocked, and this person is blaming you for moving on. There's no telling what this person is going to say about you, but I don't give two F's, and neither should you. We don't care what other people say. We hold our truth inside of us, and we don't care what anyone else says, because the right people, the people that know you, that truly matter, are going to know the truth. They're going to know the truth. Don't you worry about it. So you've got a lot of hidden shit here. I don't really want to go into the moon. I don't want to go into the high priestess. There's already a lot of negativity here. The skeletons are out. So I want to see why this cycle is still left open, because most of you, this person's already moved on to something new. They looking for somebody, something new. They out here fooling around, having a cat town. They're out in cat town, hanging out with the boys and the squirrels and all of that stuff. Just having fun. While you're the one sitting over here. Look at the face on this. I fucking hate it. Oh my God. Like, does this person have a big ass ego? Like, does this person... It's almost as if it's an energy of, especially for those of you that cut this person off, like you severed ties with this person and it's just been ghost silent and you're not taking them back. You're not talking to them. They are blaming you for pulling your love all the way back. Okay. And excuse me. There is no love here. Ace of Cups reverse. The Queen of Cups reverse. The Temperance Cups are reversed. Y'all did the best thing to leave this behind. And you're carrying a lot of pain with you, or you got, some of you dealt with a lot here. Oh man, look at the face on this. Not giving two F's. Out here mixing and mingling, dining and dating. Some of you were in third party situations. There was no love here. And it was almost as if they expected you to be theirs. Like the ego is dripping. And I don't like it. The ego is dripping and I don't like it. And it's a negative kind of like, not that they own you, but almost like they own you. Like they know that they can get over on you on in any way, shape, or form that they can. Who is this? And why did you attract this? This is awful. It's like they can do whatever they want, when they want. They can do it as they please, and you're going to keep coming back, or you're never going to go anywhere. You're always going to be right there. Like, they may not want to share or bond or blend cups. There's no love there. This is a person who does not want any emotion at all. Don't. But this is also a person that's kind of nervous that you've moved on. And if you did, they're blaming you for doing the moving. They're not going to be the one that's going to be adult about it and say, well, you know, we just grew apart, or we didn't want the same things. No, this person in a sense feels like they could just do whatever they want. And you'd always be there. I want to know why you need to move on from this. That's right. Yeah, he acts as if I should be so whiny over him. I'm not going to do it. We can peacefully go out separate ways. That's right. You can. And if you've already explained it to him, usually that's what happens when the Ace of Swords is there. That's a total severing of ties. That's a total severing of ties, which says you've already separated. You've already severed ties here. Okay, and it's the maybe they lied to you. Maybe you found out that they were married or had a whole ass other family. Maybe they went back to an ex. Something here says that they lied to you, and big time. And that's possibly what severed the ties here. But regardless, this energy is it's fuckery. It really is, and it's nasty and it's heavy. But anyway, You've already severed ties here. This person has moved on. They're looking elsewhere for what they want. Their jollies, their supply, whatever it is. You're the one that needs to sever. You're the one that needs to let go. You need to move on. Okay? I think that you've already severed ties here. You just haven't moved on. You're just hanging on by a string. This was a string along for some of you. And some of you, this was third party. Third party doesn't have to be another person, but it's possible. Third party can be that they did not prioritize or honor or respect you or the relationship. Okay? Something shady this way comes. Like Edgar Allan Poe, and like this is a very dark tale. The dark side of tarot. This is the dark tarot. This is like a darker side of relationship here. And this is so negative. I don't know if this person had deep fears or hidden emotions and never shared their emotions. Maybe I'm making it sound really horrible, and maybe it wasn't, but it fucking feels like it was, especially with that Three of Swords there. You broke up. The relationship is over. Total severing of ties. There's so much pain and backstabbing here. This person has like zipped on out. I don't know if they ever loved you. I don't know if they ever cared. But with all of these energies, it says that they may blame you for every fucking thing. And they've moved on. And that's a great way to do things, right? That's a great way to own up and be responsible, right? Well, don't worry about it. Because this person is, they are immature. There's an immaturity there. And they're going to get what they're going to get. They're going to reap their karma based on what they put out. So this is a person who is going to get karma. I never, ever, ever want you to ever hate on somebody or resent somebody, begrudge somebody, or want somebody to get hurt or to be, to be revengeful on somebody. Don't do that, because that comes back on you 10 times and 100 times. Okay? It's okay to be mad, and it's okay to be frustrated and want somebody to get what they deserve. Okay, cool, but don't do it yourself, and don't wish bad on them, because that comes back on you. That reflects and bounces back on you. It's in the book. What you put out, you get back. So this person, what they put out, they're going to get back. And in all honesty, this was a karmic situation. And the lesson is yours. Okay, so this was a person that was meant to be in your life for a reason. Okay, so you may not know this, but this is fact. Could have been dealing with a Cancer, strong Cancer energy here too. So we pulled out Mustang Sally. Mustang Sally wants to talk here, and I want to find out why this is not changing, why this cycle is still open. This karmic cycle is still hanging open. You just got to let go of it. That's all. It's hanging on by a thread. That's why it's you that's got to let go of it. Hanged Man reverse. You need to let go of your emotional wounding from this. Because this has already been judged. This has already been judged and aced out. There's no love there. And some of you, it's the part of it that hurts you the most is the fact that they didn't love you, or they lied to you. They either didn't love you, or they lied to you about how much they loved you. You lied. Reba McEntire, baby. What's up, Dale? How you doing, beauty? So, this is just hanging on by a thread. All you have to do here to close out this karmic chapter with this person is to cut ties with this person. The relationship's over. It's been over. It's an energetic tie, and it's all about you learning a specific lesson. So right now you haven't decided to move on from this. You're still hanging there. What lesson do you need to learn? You just need to leave it behind and move on. Okay? Yeah, Mustang Sally does. So that is it. All you got, you've already decided to do this. You've already called judgment on this. The judgment is, why are you hanging on to somebody or something that didn't love you? You're basically telling me, what are you saying? How do you say that? You've already let this person go. For most of you, this has already been done and gone. Some of you, it's more fresh. It may take you a couple more months, and you should take a couple more months after this before you try and do anything with anybody else. But the ones that are ready to move on and start dating and ready to start a new life, and you've gone through this, there's a final piece here to close this out. Okay? And that's, your heart space isn't open to new love, although you're wanting it. Because you need to see this from a different perspective in order to get that shift. And you're the one that's got to make this decision to finally let this person go energetically in your heart space, or the pain of this in your heart space, to get a refreshing so that you're ready for a new relationship. Okay? So it's up to you. Are you ready to learn the lesson? Are you ready to leave this behind? Are you ready to see this from a different perspective? Because simply put, this person was put in your life to teach you a lesson. You came from a place when you met this person where you were unable to stand on your own 2 feet, or you weren't very satisfied in your life being single. Okay. You may have been feeling very lonely. You may have been dealing with situations where you didn't want it. I'm kind of feeling the energy of, you just didn't want to be alone. It's not that you were lonely. It's that you didn't want to be alone. It's not that you didn't have a job. Some of you may not have. There's a sense of, there is a sense of ego and pride here, and I don't know whose side that's on, but we can't go blaming everybody else for everything that happens in a relationship. We got to own our side of it too, whether it's that you let it happen, you allowed it to continue to happen, or you failed to see all the red flags. Let's be honest with ourselves. You may have been a dirty bitch too. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, if you're perfect angel, you allowed it. You attracted it to you, and you were supposed to learn the lesson from it. It was a karmic connection for you to learn a specific lesson. And this lesson, because of where you were when you met this person, I don't know, maybe you've known this person for the last 9 or 10 years. I don't know. For some of you, you weren't a very confident person when you met this person. You were lacking stability in the 3D in some way, and you weren't very confident and self-assured. Well, that's the first thing to do. That's the first clue. When we are out here dating, how do you feel about yourself? Would you date yourself? Because if you were down and crying all the time and blue, and you can barely pay your bills, if you can't stand on your own 2 feet, if you're always lonely and wanting to know when you're going to be loved, that's pretty lackful mentality. If you're kind of out here just, needing attention, if you're needy and you're seeking attention, or needy because you don't want to be alone, or because you're just trying to find somebody, that is the wrong energy to look for somebody or to accept an opportunity, because there are people who seek out people like that and they use them to their benefit. Yeah. You do have people who are on that level for a purpose, because those are people who decided to be that way. Their souls decided to dole out karma to others, to be teachers. Some of them learn and grow too, some of them do not. It's a very twisted kind of, I told you, we're going to pull out skeletons from the closet. So some of you were dealing with situations with darker energies or lower vibrational energies. And when you're in a lower vibration and you're needy and you're lacking confidence and you are not feeling self-assured and you are just not stable in life and you are out here alone or lonely, that's when you're going to attract these people energetically to you. And it's up to you to learn the lessons and to see the red flags. This situation has taken you from a 9 of Pentacles reversed to an Empress. Some of you may have gotten pregnant. Some of you may have children with this person. Others of you, you are radiating absolute beauty, manifesting power, respect, self-worth, honoring yourself, radiating self-love and self-care. This is the It card. This and the Emperor. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. This assisted you in a big way to becoming something so much more independent and proud. So now you know you're a better person. You're in a better place. Some of you may have children. Some of you may have won the fucking lottery and gotten, child support and all kinds of shit from this person. Others of you know. It's more of an energetic improvement. Okay? Mustang Sally is very fast. Yeah. Julie says, I'm better now. I was homeless and broke when I met him. Now I have my own house, car, and job. I built it on my own. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? These are a lot of improvements. And some of you, these have been years you've been in these relationships, because there's the 10 of Pentacles, just under 10 years for some of you. When connections like this come in, it's hard sometimes to see that, the clouds will shift and the sun will come back out, but you already know that there was no love there. There was no love lost there. There was never any love to begin with. But you love, and that's the truth. That's what you need to see from a different perspective here, is regardless of how this person treated you, and it may have been bad. And I love you. You loved wholeheartedly, full-heartedly, and you continued to give to a bottomless cup. You understand what I'm saying to you? Some of you continually gave to a bottomless cup. So no matter how much you give, no matter how much you try to love, no matter how much you try to do for someone and try to show them that you are a caring, loving individual, if a motherfucker's cups are empty or they are bottomless, you could spend the rest of your life giving and giving and giving and never receive. Because this would have been a user for some of you. This would have been a manipulator or user. And it's in a different way. Like, this person may have needed other people to make them feel whole. There was an ego attached to this that I cannot put my finger on. But the Temperance in reverse says this person never wanted to balance out the cups. This person never wanted to alchemize and blend on an emotional level. So no matter how much Ace of Cups, no matter how much Queen of Cups you gave, you kept giving to a bottomless pit. You kept throwing your love to somebody that didn't want it. And that's the thing that you need to see here. Because here's the deal. This is you. Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups. Full heart, beautiful heart, but exhausted by this. When you try and you try and you try to fill somebody else's cups to the point where there's a hole in the bottom. It's a bottomless pit. No matter how much you try to fix somebody, do it for somebody, make them love you, see that you are a loving person. If a person does not want to deal with emotions, to be loved, to deal with love, or they are a darker energy where they are here to teach you a lesson of what? Self-fucking-love. This was a teacher of self-love. So, was this person a bad person? For some of you, no, they were not. For some of you, yes, they were. Depends on how depleted in your love cup for yourself. This is why I'm the self-love guru, damn it, because I see this shit from a mile away. Why? Because I've been there. I've been on the dark side, babies. I've been to the bottom of the pits. I've lived in the hell. I've lived in hell with the devils. I've been there, done that. And it was a slow-ass climb to the top. I promise you. And I did it on my own, without any kind of guidance. Very little guidance, very little support. I did it because I was determined to live a better life. That's why I do what I do now. That's why I write the books. That's why I give the speeches. That's why I do the classes. That's why I'm doing my mentorship. Because I've been there. And this is a feeling where you are so depleted, you're crying all the time. Why don't they love me? Why aren't they showing me they care? How many times did you cry over this son of a... How many times were you depleted and exhausted emotionally? Physically, mentally, emotionally exhausted. Right? Because what happens is you give and 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 you're exhausted and you don't get any cups returned. There's no return on the love. There's no return on the emotion. You are an emotional creature. You want to feel that love. You want to be embraced by the care and compassion. Sex is not love. Spending time together isn't love. It can be when somebody actually gives a fuck. But when you are not dealing with somebody that's going to help you balance out the cups in a connection, what are you doing? You're exhausting yourself to the point where you are an overgiver and you try and fix. You're a fixer-upper, huh? Yeah, you are. Oh, I can fix this. I can do better. I can do better. I can give more. I can give more. And this this piece of work right here better never, some of them may have said, we'll see. Maybe I can love you one day. I've been told that. I was told that just recently, as a matter of fact, by somebody I truly, really did care about. The words were, well, we can date. We can take our time. I'm not looking for love. But maybe somehow, possibly, I might fall in love. And then, we'll see if happily ever after happens. And I'm like, that wasn't even a joke, dude. That was serious. And I took it very serious. Because I know what I want. I know what I got to give. I know that I know what I bring to the table. I know what kind of table I fucking built, bought, and owned. You understand? I know everything about what I want, what I deserve, and what I desire. Have I gone through the bullshit? Oh, yeah. That's why I'm here doing this. Because this is an energy of you'll stay in those connections. Go, okay, we can do this. Yeah, we can try. How many years before that did you try? How many years before that were you trying when you finally got that message that said, oh, well, we'll see one day. Maybe we'll just take our time and see where this goes. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm not rushing anything. But I know that I know where I want to go. If you're on the same trail, cool. If you're just out here wandering in the woods, I ain't along for the ride. I've got enough supplies in my pack to get me from point A to point Z. Are you going to be there at point Z? Are we going to take this journey together? Are we out here wandering around, trying to circle around, circle back around, fall in a fucking pit, got no supplies, running out of supplies, partying in the woods? I know what I want. Do I want to enjoy the journey? Fucking absolutely. But I'm not out here just on a whim, just taking whatever's thrown at me willy-nilly. No. This is very similar to that energy. And a lot of you dealt with these kinds of situations. This is why it's up to you to recognize the pattern that you have done. You're a fixer-upper. You deplete yourself energetically, emotionally, trying to repair people, trying to get people to love you. And you also have this wonderful ability to continually take people back and try again. And this continually depletes you because they're doing the same exact thing every time. So this is why you need to figure out this pattern, see what it is you've been doing. And a lot of times you're going to be like, oh no, I know I love this person so much. I'm going to make them love me. They will see how much I love them and they're going to love me so much. I can love them that much. Yeah, you can, but you can do it from a distance while you're loving yourself and going off and being happy somewhere else. Because no matter how much you love, no matter how deeply you love another person, if that person is incapable of love and emotion, you are going to exhaust yourself. And you could even become depressed, sad, desperate, trying to get this person to love you, chasing them. I just need your love and attention. Why don't you love me? I just want you to love me. Why don't you love me? Why aren't you showing me you love me? Why aren't you telling me you love me? Yes, this happens. I've done this shit. So what happens is, this is a toxic cycle. This was a lesson, and the lesson here for you to come into balance with yourself is self-love, and you need to see this because you've improved your life quite a bit since this person has been here, or since you met this person, but you need to see the lesson here so that you can have a new beginning, especially for those of you that are ready to date, ready to move on. Just recognizing the pattern of what you did and what you've allowed, I think is going to get you a shift here. Okay. So if this sounds familiar, if it sounds like you're reading, give me a thumbs up and possibly subscribe. Check out my description box if you would like a personal reading. I'm only offering 2 different types of readings right now. If you don't catch me on a live vibe and read on my main channel at Get Feathered, the only 2 readings that I am offering is a 30-minute phone reading or a 2-question recorded reading. Those are I am going to be gradually coming off the board for private readings. I got a lot of things going on. I'm doing more classes than anything. So if you want to get some private time with me and you want to learn how to improve your relationships, check out the description box below underneath my featured classes. Honor Your Feelings is going to be a very cool class. And if A lot of people enjoy it or like it. It's $25 a seat. It's going to be via Zoom, so come check it out. I'm excited about it because you and I will have 2 hours together in a group setting, and we will discuss what we do, and I will walk you through the whole process of what we do with our feelings and how our feelings hold us back and what you're holding on to. We'll dig deep, and we'll walk through an entire process of one relationship in your life together. We'll do Q&A and stuff too, so that you can then go through your entire category of relationships in your life and honor your feelings and the things that you didn't even realize were there hanging out, and we'll get you some releases so that you can start improving your relationships moving forward. Okay. This was an intense reading. And I think a lot of you are already ready. This is stuff that you've already dealt with, and I think that you're already ready to move on in new relationships. So I really feel like just seeing how much you've changed since you've known this person or in knowing this person, instead of hating this person, blaming this person, and allowing it to drain your energy even more and allowing it to hold you back, energetically speaking, on an emotional level, I think the severing of ties here is more so a clearing of the air within yourself. And I think that if you can just get a swing on this and see this from a perspective of, how far have I come since I've known this person? What have I gained? What did I learn? What did I experience? That the good shit that I can take with me. Well, you know what? Consider them a teacher. Okay? Instead of saying, oh, it's a karmic lesson. It was a karmic soulmate. I don't give a fuck what the label is. This was a teacher. Somebody that was meant to be in your life to teach you something profound for your growth. You understand? Whether you had a child with them and they left, that child was meant to be in your life. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Something was meant to happen along this road, and you were meant to learn a lesson. Was that lesson self-love? Possibly. I'm seeing a lot of depletion here. And it's time for you to honor yourself in this relationship with this person. What did you learn here? Because right now you're still holding on to the pain of it, and I ain't saying that that's not okay. It may take you some time before you finally get this out of your system. But the sooner you can say what you learned from this, how you progressed in life since you met this person, what they taught you, or what you learned just from your experiences with this person is going to get a big swing on energy for you. And I think you're going to close out a big cycle, and that's going to help elevate you. But you've got to be the one to finally sever ties with this and learn this final lesson so you can move on. So you can finally move on and move away from this. Leave it in the past where it deserves to be. But there's that lesson that leaves the door open here. Learn the lesson. I love you very much. Them's the words, them's the messages. Until next time, y'all. This was an intense reading. We pulled out some skeletons from the Libra's closets, and that's okay. I hope that you all enjoyed the show, even if it didn't resonate. I enjoy you being here. Nikki. I don't even know if I said anything to you, Nikki. Hey, Nikki. Julie says, I'd love a reading. I feel like we could talk for hours, though. That is a possibility that we could talk for hours. However, I'm on a time crunch. I have a very tight schedule. I typically do go over a few minutes. You can ask anybody I've ever read for. But 30 minutes, of course, you can do blocks of 30 minutes. You can purchase 3 30-minute readings back to back if you want to, but you got to schedule them yourself, okay? My schedule, Book with Feather, the link is in the description box. I think most of my Libras have moved on from something pretty heavy and pretty traumatic. And I like that there's just one string holding you to it. You know what I'm saying? There's just one strand, one strand of information. Or maybe just making that final decision not to ever return to it. Never look back. Whatever it is for you, I'm sending you lots of love and prayers and courage to face whatever it is you need to face and whatever it is you need to release. Excuse me. Oh, until next time, remember, check out my description box. Of course, the classes start in June. The Honor Your Feelings class starts June 8th. You can go ahead and start scheduling now. There is only 10 spots. It's going to be very small groups so that I can work with you. My mentorship program is going to be weekly coaching sessions. It's going to be 1 hour weekly live coaching sessions with me. It's going to be a larger group, but right now, I think I'm gonna block it at like 20. I don't want any more than that. But Q&A, of course, is going to run it. So basically, if you're on a spiritual path, if you're on an ascension journey, if you are wanting to become a spiritual teacher, whatever it is you've got going on, it is the best way to get in on a group situation. And we meet up weekly. And your Q&A runs the class. So we will talk about anything and everything that a life coach, spiritual self-love guru can assist you with. You understand? We'll have fun, of course, along the way. You never know what the hell you're going to get from me. But those are mentorships and coaching sessions. Links are in the description. And I think yes, you can go ahead and start... Yeah, you can go ahead and start getting involved in the Journey to You mentorship too. You can go ahead. It's a monthly program. All of the information is in the links that you can read all about it and stuff. It tells you everything about it. You can go ahead and start, but the weekly classes do not start until I think June 7th. So you may want to wait another week or two, or you can go ahead and get on it now and make sure that you get scheduled in to all the weekly sessions. So until next time, I'm Feather, and I will see you soon. Namaste.